and I will talk to you about that. Jobs is a concern, water is a concern, and proper community facilities to engage yourselves and the youth. So I know your concerns. I can stand before you today and say honestly and with truth, there have been a series of infrastructural developments over the past 5 years, and more to come in the next 5 years. So as we reflect on the successes on the past, let's also look forward to the future with optimism. The first impactful change has to be the St. Joseph Police Station, which was opened on November 26, 2016. Crime is an issue. So let me share with you what has happened with crime in St. Joseph after we have opened that St. Joseph Police Station. I got some statistics today from the St. Joseph Police Station. January 1st to June 8th, 2019, 309 serious crimes, 78 solved with a 25% detection rate. But with a new police station, a new ethos, new facilities, enthusiasm, a new commissioner of police, for the same period in 2020, serious crimes in St. Joseph Police Station have gone down from 309 to how much? 132. Think about it, less than half. And the detection rate has gone up to 35%. A rapid decrease in serious crimes, and we have to do more. We have done brilliantly, but we have to do more. What we did in St. Joseph was take the old police station opposite First Capital Park and transform that into a police youth club. So the next generation of youths, 10 years old, 11, 12, 13, they have a place to call home. So that is how we are tackling crime. It has gone down significantly. Let's talk about other issues that you have been faced with for decades. And yes, water is one. And yes, we have a water problem. However, for the first time in the constituency of St. Joseph, communities like Cayman, for those of you who don't know where Cayman is, it's a village north of Elizabeth Gardens that time forgot. It's a village that MPs forgot. They have nothing. They are going to be getting a brand new community center soon, and they got water for the first time in their lives. Upper Quarry Road got water for the first time in their lives, and you and I share the boundaries for Upper Quarry Road. We walked there 2 years ago, and we got them water. Lemon Drive, another forgotten community, chairman, in Chamflair. Because when you hear Chamflair, you think a middle-class area. But Lemon Drive was forgotten by all administrations, all people. They now have water for the first time in their history, pipe-borne water. But we have also been developing and delivering truck-borne water. Water is an issue, but we have made great strides, and for the next 5 years, we will continue to make those great strides. Another area is that of flooding, especially in Mount Lambert, the lower part of Mount Lambert. We have dredged and cleaned the Sawa River and the Bermuda's Drain. In Valsayn North, we have dredged the river, starting from Bangladesh, go right down to Valsayn, right down to the Gulf, to make sure we don't get flooding. We have improved drainage and irrigation in places like Lovers Lane, Lower Boundary Road, Mount Lambert Circular, Quarry Road, Upper Bush Street, Oliver Trace, and Hutton Street, just to name a few. We are also tackling the issue of electricity. Folks, when I became your member of parliament in 2013 in the by-election, I remember speaking in a meeting in Mount Dore. This was for the by-election, and I said, I want my vision to be that the people north of the Eastern Main Road must have the same standard of living of those south of the Eastern Main Road. Because the Eastern Main Road became this great divider. And with the exception of Bangladesh, north of the Eastern Main Road, my tower, the quarry, Lemon Drive, were forgotten. So we have started that equalization. We are trying to electrify a place north of the Eastern Main Road called Dog Alley. I don't know if people know where Dog Alley is. But these people are deserving of electricity just like me, and just like you. Another area is land settlement and building houses. Folks, for the first time in the history of St. Joseph, this PNM government launched something called the Village Improvement Program, where if you have land or access to land, the government will build you a starter home costing $120,000. You put in some sweat equity, you put in the land, we put in the contractors. To date, we have built close to 20 of those. 20 families who never had a hope of owning a house, of living in a concrete structure with no leaking roofs over their heads. I visited a few of them over the past 2 weeks. And the joy on these people's faces when you see them in their homes is something to behold. Where did we build those homes? Blunton, Lemon Drive, Bangladesh. Yes, Bangladesh. No community must be left behind. Hutton Road, Hope Place, Irvin Street. And all the contracts were given to local contractors. So the money circulated within St. Joseph. So multiply 20 houses by $120,000 and see how much money circulated in St. Joseph. So these are some of the tangible benefits of the representation that we have been bringing. Let's talk community centers, those spaces that gives oxygen and life to communities, like this. Minister Nyan Gatsby Dolly, thank you for this facility. Thank you for refurbishing the Curep Community Center, which was a campaign pledge of mine in 2015. Thank you for finishing now the My Tower Community Center. The My Tower Community Center is 30 years overdue. For those of you who work with the PNM, the name Miss Yvonne Alexander should mean something to you. For those of you in St. Joseph, the name Yvonne Alexander should mean something to you. She was a counselor under the NAR government that started the My Tower Community Center, never finished. It's going to finish this year. It's going to finish this year. And we must put up a room in that place and name it after Miss Yvonne Alexander. So I'm making a plug for Yvonne, a dear person, a dear soldier for St. Joseph. So all of these facilities are what we are about. Spaces, oxygen for people to breathe. And I want to thank Minister Gatsby Dolly for that. Ladies and gentlemen, education is an invention of the PNM in Trinidad and Tobago. It was Dr. Eric Williams who said that the future of this country lies in the book bags of our children. And I want to urge constituents, and this is a pet peeve of mine. You know, Trinidad and Tobago is only now realizing that we have a world-class healthcare system because of COVID. Everybody wants to rush back to Trinidad now. That this much maligned healthcare system, that I have been defending for 5 years. You now realize the value of it? Please also realize the value of your free education system. Sometimes I think we don't do that. And that is why we have so many social problems. All is not perfect. But if we can get our young people and parents to appreciate what the PNM has done for education in Trinidad and Tobago, and because it's free, you must value it still. There are countries in the world, there are parents who will die for what we give here as free education. To do that, my office has funded over 300 children to go back to school every August vacation. 300. 300. But we're not stopping.